and I really want to pick Sergey Pavlovich, but like I would love to see another shoot.
No, I know. Like, I think RDA should win this fight, but when I saw that fucking plus 400 next to Barberena's name, as a betting man, you do not miss this opportunity. All right.
Plug here, let him in, passing out the medicines. We've been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than I ever been.
What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. This is the motherfucking Fight Club. And as always, first rule of Fight Clubs, go down, like, and subscribe. And the second rule is to go fuck yourself if you didn't. But this is Paul, Pick on Wyndham Contra, and I'm joined with...
You already know, man. It's that boy, Kev. Waterboy, some boy. Out here rapping the pizza and dinosaurs because that's all you eat in life. And they bringing UFC to my backyard almost. Like that bitch around the corner. They pulled all the way up to Orlando. And Paul, tell them the story about the tickets.
Man, like he said, it's our backyard. We Florida-based, baby. And Orlando's nothing but a hop, jump, skip you away. And we were about to slide, and it was like $100 and something dollars for some decent little tickets. And it didn't have many names. I think RDA and Brian Barberena were the only names on this card, really. But then they added Wonderboy and Holland. Then they added Tuivasa and Sergey Pavlovich. Then they added Jacker Manson match. Now they start adding fucking Clay Gouda to the mix. Prices jump all the way up to like $400 for those same tickets, bro. And no way of us going for that, but we'll still be watching there at home and in all this glory.
Nah, man, no cap. Next time, then we gonna catch one though, because they just had one in Jacksonville. You know they got a million motherfucking UFC fighters that live in Miami, so we gonna find somebody. We gonna go to one.
Yeah, I mean, like, and they stacked this card too. Real quick because we're gonna talk to fights on the main card, but just a shout out to the prelims. You got Nathan Levy, who's 7-1, and he's beating some good ass names. Tracy Cortez, Brian Ortega's lady, who's also 10-1, taking on Amanda Ribas, 11-3 in the women's division in a pick'em fight. Mark DeCasey's wrestling ass versus Michael Johnson's wrestling ass. Clay Gouda, whose hair is longer than mine. Old Grizzly Bears fighting, and so it's deep on the fucking prelims. Like, this is gonna be packed for fucking great ass fights.
Yeah.
But as always, y'all know how we get into it. We get into the nitty gritty. We talk what y'all want to talk about. We're gonna talk arguably the three best fights on this card right here. Get into the heavyweights, because I'm shocked isn't the co-main event. But Tuivasa versus Sergey Pavlovich. Tuivasa is a slight underdog, plus 180 to Pavlovich minus 220. Tuivasa coming off his loss to Cyril Gane in the epic war that happened in France. And Sergey Pavlovich coming off his first round TKO over Derek Lewis, where some people felt like it was stopped a little early. How do you feel about this fight, Kev?
I think it's a very good matchup, just off the fact that Pavlovich is looking like a dog, real stampeder, rolling everybody. And like you could say that he the fight got stopped early, but like, and like I'm looking at it right now. Derek Lewis was coming up, but like he wasn't doing anything at the same time. So it was like those were some hard hits, and they were eventually gonna start stacking up. And then Tuivasa showed that he's a dog. The way he lost like you said, he lost in the fight to Paris, but it was a war, and he wasn't going for shit.
And he beat Derek Lewis too. He knocked him out too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but I felt like Derek Lewis was winning that fight in the beginning, low key. I think Pavlovich it wasn't even a question with Pavlovich has. But I respect this fight. I think it's gonna go. This is gonna be a really good fight. It's gonna be a stand-up bang out, and it's tough to make a pick. And I really want to pick Sergey Pavlovich, but like I would love to see another shoot.
Oh yeah, bro. And I mean, let's look at the last five for. I mean, shit, I might go bigger than the last five. 1 second, because the last five for both of them, all KOs. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last 6 fights for Tuivasa ended in KO. And the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 fights of him ended in a KO. All his, though, in the first round, Sergey Pavlovich. So he gets you out there quick. But as a dog, I like Tuivasa in this fight. This is honestly a pick. I've seen what Tuivasa's chin. is what I think is going to propel him. And the fact that him and Gon went for 3 rounds slugging it out. Like at times the Tuivasa looked like he was about to go down. He found another gear, kept it going, throwing the same amount of power from the first punch to the last punch. Sergey Pavlovich, I've only seen him in 1 round. Every fight of his, and I think Tai Tuivasa might be able to withstand some of the punches and like make it into second and third round. And I don't know what Pavlovich. Maybe he gasses out. Maybe he's only good for like that first round. He hasn't hit those deep waters yet. And I think that's what it's crazy to say, but Tai Tuivasa's experience, I think, is going to help him win this fight.
I like Tai Tuivasa. I think he's and I really think he's either third. He's probably the third best heavyweight, in my opinion. Maybe fourth. After Ngannou gone, maybe there's somebody I'm forgetting. Not Tom Aspinall, but I think Sergey Pavlovich. I think Sergey Pavlovich is he's coming up in the ranks, and I wonder if I knew more about him, I would literally pick him just to be on opposites. But I'm gonna take Tai Tuivasa, but I really think Sergey is coming here with the heavy hands that he hit Derek Lewis with. I think he's really coming in this bitch to take over this division.
Yeah, Curtis Blades. I mean, I think he's fighting someone too in the heavyweight, so it's deep right now up there. But both on Tai Tuivasa. We're hoping to see a shoey. I mean, Orlando is gonna go absolutely electric if he gets the shoey out. Next fight, another fight that I think is gonna be absolutely electric, and I'm so happy it's on the fucking main card, let alone the co-main event. Brian Barberena versus Rafael dos Anjos, aka RDA, where Brian Barberena is plus 400 underdog to RDA's minus 550 right now. And just if y'all don't know, Brian Barberena, his last 3 fights, all 3 wins. RDA's coming off of his loss to Rafael Fasiv, where he got KO'd. But then he came off the Moicano win, where he looked like a fucking unstoppable force, is beating the shit out of him. So we got to see 2 different sides of him. But Barberena, I mean, he KO'd Robbie Lawler, got the split decision over Matt Brown, which was a war. The unanimous decision over Weeks, which was he was putting absolute onslaught of vicious fucking elbows, and like he's a fun ass fighter. And I see this shit as being a brawl. Like I see RDA welcoming the brawl, and we might see a RDA Moicano type of fight, or we might see a Brian Barberena versus Robbie Lawler type of fight. Someone's walking out slayed.
That's so interesting that they really put I would have never guessed it RDA to be a minus 550 against Barberena, and I actually thought Matt Brown beat Barberena, but Barberena's still not no slouch.
He was trading them. He was okay with taking one to land one.
Hell yeah! So like he's gonna come with the pressure to RDA. I think RDA is gonna press him, put the gas on him, but Barberena is not no host. So like I want to take RDA, but I low-key want to take Barberena on some dogs.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, I think RDA should win this fight, but when I saw that fucking plus 400 next to Barberena's name, as a betting man, you do not miss this opportunity. All right, put the little bit on that plus 400, bro. Even put a little bit on a KO, which might be like plus 1,000. Like the way these odds are looking, just because if it gets into a slugfest, Barberena could take some shots, and RDA is older. And who knows what could happen? Coming off a KO loss already.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to take Barberena on some dog shit.
I think I made up my mind too. I think that's what I'm gonna go with as the betting man. I can't walk away from plus 400 on a well-known dog at Brian Barberena. And then on to our main event, which is almost a pick'em. Kevin Holland versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, where Kevin Holland's a slight favorite, minus 160, to Thompson's plus 135. We haven't seen Thompson since 2021, where he lost to Belal Muhammad. And, I mean, Kevin Holland's been very active. This will be his 4th fight in 2022. He had like 4 fights in 2021. So 8 fights within the past 2 years, absolutely nutty. But coming off a loss to Chimaev, where he got dog walked, but then coming off of 2 really good wins when he did both at welterweight, where he beat Cowboy Oliveira and Tim Means, both finishes. So now we get to see him against someone who isn't at Chimaev's level, late minute, different weight class, all that extra stuff. We get to see him actually at welterweight again against a highly ranked welterweight and fan favorite here. How do you feel?
I mean, I look at the last fight with Chimaev versus Holland. That was just some beef shit. Beef got handled, beef got squad, boys shook hands. This is gonna be. I've never seen Wonderboy fight, but he's beating some of my favorites. Like he's beating Luque. He's beating who else he beat?
He beat Geoff Neal. He beat Jorge Masvidal, where he absolutely does outpeat. And this is 2017 Jorge Masvidal. He some of the older names. He KO'd Johnny Hendricks. He beat Rory McDonald. He beat Robert Whitaker back when Whitaker was at welterweight. KO'd him also. Like first round KO. Like I said, his stand-up game is legitimate. A lot of 7 KOs in the UFC. He's fought for the title twice, lost both of them. Well, first one was a draw to Tyron Woodley. They ran it back, and then he lost the majority decision. So it wasn't even that bad of a decision. So, I mean, other than his, if it wasn't for his 2 back-to-back L's to Gilbert Burns and Bellew Muhammad, I would be feeling real good about him. But it's kind of like you lost, and we haven't seen you all year. Like, have you been honing your skills and getting right again, or I don't know. Have you been sitting on your rank this whole time? I don't know.
Damn, sitting on his, you couldn't call him out for rank sitting, Paul.
Hey, you can't. Once you're a top 10 fighter, I need you to be more active than 1 fight a year, especially if you're not like projected to be a title fighter soon. Like, bro, you better give up that spot to somebody who is fading.
That's right. But Kevin Holland's a dog. He has a great style, and I like his he can take it to the ground too, can't he?
Yeah, he can take it to the ground. I think he got his brown belt or purple belt, BJJ.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be he can stay as long as he stays. I gotta. Oh my God! So I'm watching the fight Joe Quinn Buckley right now. Joe Quinn is strong as fuck. But as long as he keeps his distance, he uses his reach, and just hits him from different makes just switches it up, and never stays stagnant and keeps it moving. I don't really see nobody beating him. I can see him really going to the top 10 in this division too.
I think if he wins this fight, I think he's top. I think Wonderboy's sitting top 10 right now, so he should jump up into the top 10. Yeah, I mean, like you said, if he keeps his distance, but I like Kevin Holland, but also I remember watching Kevin Holland also struggle against the more elite fighters in certain categories.
Mm-hmm.
And Wonderboy is elite on the stand-up. He outclassed Vincent Luque. So it's just like if he still got it in him and Holland just wants to stand up with him, he might have a hard time, especially in a 5-rounder. I mean, they both have the gas tank for 5-rounders, so that just shouldn't even be his edge. But this is, I mean, a great main event. Anytime it has you like this, you know it's a good main event.
Yeah, and it's been a minute since we done some UFC picks. Like if it wasn't for Kevin Holland being my dog, I'd really be torn on this
one. Fuck it, bro. One of them got a hit, right? Give me all 3 underdogs. Give me the Wonder Man himself. No, I can't say that. Yeah, give me the Wonder Man himself. Fuck it. Give me Wonder. But I want to say Kevin Holland because once he moved to welterweight, I have been on his hype train. Like, yo, this is the right weight class for him. He should be able to dominate, get to the top 10. I'm just mad it has to come up against someone like Wonderboy. So I'll take the dog here. I could really see Holland struggling to find his range against Wonderboy, and just to go to decision, and Wonderboy wins on points.
You know how I feel. You don't get better after not doing something.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's been training though, or has he not been like in the gym for like these past 8 months. Like, I don't know his complete mindset, but at the same time, he's the Wonderboy. I gotta go with him.
We'll see. At the UFC, they have some shit on YouTube. There's like a 30-minute clip, like the journey for them boys. So like they're trying to make this UFC Orlando shit a big deal.
Shit, it is a big deal, brother. In our backyard. But man, we made our pick. We shouted out the prelims. Any final thoughts you have on this, Kev?
Man, it feels good to do another UFC episode because like they've been slowing down for a second, so it feels good. And next time they have UFC Orlando, we motherfucking go in there to vlog and stream that.
Facts, 100% facts. But as always, if y'all didn't know, this has been Paul Pick and Win 'em Contra. That's been Kev Waterboy Savoy. We broke down UFC Orlando for y'all boys. Be there December 3rd, 2022, Orlando, Florida. Prelims start at 7, main card at 10. Hopefully there'll be some shoeys. Hopefully there'll be some upsets, and hopefully it's a fucking banger. And as always, this has been the Fight Club Totally Blitz podcast. If y'all didn't know, we don't mind telling you that you's a bitch.
I got a problem with being problematic. Get the light,